All right. This is Republic Today, republictoday.net. I'm Skull. This is Jay. Jay's waving hi for you audio listeners. It is Wednesday, August 2nd, 11:13 p.m. Pacific Time, West Coast of America, United States of America. Today is Wednesday, Republic Today, republictoday.net. I'm Skull. This is Jay. As I said, rewind. There are two cats here. Noodle was clawing at the screen door. Cheese got a belly rub, and then I hit record.
And I had the hiccups, but then I was holding my breath. That's why I did not introduce us this evening. And I think they're gone, but we'll see. So let's see. What are we chatting about? We're chatting about how we can fit things that we want to do into our day, into our routines, into our lives.
So let's take, okay, posting on Instagram, your Fiverr stuff. We talked about the ephemeral kind of nature of some of internet stuff. Snapchat sort of was that was sort of the appeal of Snapchat at one point, was like you you message people but it disappears. And so you put out posts but they disappear. And that's what Instagram incorporated. I feel like they got the video stuff after TikTok, but you mentioned having saved up like other people's works posts, and instead of like retweeting them, you're putting them up on sort of a story that will like be on for a day or whatever and then go away. And then when it comes to your permanent Instagram feed, it's pictures of your own work. And finding time, like you work all the time. So finding time to finish FIBA projects, finishing projects in general, finding time for other things, whatever. I brought up sort of, some other pursuits, like, so there's like cooking at a restaurant or prep cooking and dishwashing at a restaurant. There's developing legacy media. And then there's FIBA. And then there's also sort of like accounting industry job search.
And then there's also caring for the self, caring for the father, caring for the sweetie.
So you put a lot of time and effort into caring for me. And there's a paid like caregiver gig that's hours out of your week that I didn't just mention. And then yeah, right. How do we find time for self-care? Self-care and like other projects, like we were more FIBA is kind of what you were referring to.
Yeah, I was referring to just like more FIBA, but then like I don't know, as Skull and I were talking about like business planning stuff, I was like, okay, well, where do I find the time to even just do like the home cooking experimentation that leads into business planning? Like where, why, how do I fit it in? What do I do? Like I have no idea. And then to like sit down and like be like, okay, we're gonna try making this, and these are the items that we need from the store. Like we want, like on Skull's like whatever meal prep list, there was a hot and sour soup option. We still to this day have not sourced all of the ingredients for that, which is like specific kinds of mushrooms, a specific kind of black vinegar, and I think those are like the main two, but like
Okay.
yeah, so like it's just like there's time that like goes into that, and like where to like source these objects, as well as like time that goes into like the actual like making of it. So it's like, I don't know. Like, I think Skull gets upset with me when I do find the time to like actually go grocery shopping and I buy like way too much. But it's like, I don't know when the next time is that I'm gonna go grocery shopping. Or like, I want to make sure that we like have enough things to like, I don't know, do like bumble around like when we do actually have time. Like, I don't know. I'm rambling. But I mean, I get upset at myself too, because I feel like a fucking shopaholic or something when I do that. But it doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
Right. So nihilism. I mean, that's the thing about like being complimentary with someone versus like matching them too closely. I don't want to be in like some kind of partnership relationship with someone who we just like mimic each other. Not mimic isn't the right word, but like just reflect each other and
No.
not complement each other and not contrast each other in some ways. I mean, in a two-person partnership relationship, there's um give and take and stuff. And I'm not, because I do want to disagree with one thing you said. Like, I definitely have not gotten upset about grocery shopping at all. Like, I think I've brought up grocery shopping because it is like, yeah, like in terms of a partnership, like let me, I don't know, like that seems like something that could be tweaked. Like you so you like clean the house a lot, like you care for these cats. Um yeah, like you definitely like are like you take care of me in a lot of different ways. Let's talk about sex, audience. Yeah, you want to talk about sex? So like I'm in terms of your time and energy, because time and energy are different things, and I feel like you're talking about energy, even though you're just using the word time.
It's both.
It
It's
is both.
definitely
It's
both.
both. Yeah.
Like, okay, let me pull up my fucking schedule. Like, this is my schedule. So, Skull and I painted. Well, I painted definitely for over 2 hours today. There was like a little bit of time in between. What did I do? I put laundry away. I dyed my hair, whatever, bleached my hair. I'm like busy. I'm trying to fit things in that I want to do. And then I had like a meeting about a fucking master's program that I don't qualify for. And then I worked my job at not until 9, and here we are like 12 hours later from like the first scheduled activity. But like before that I did my hair, so it's been 12 hours. I don't know, over 12 hours, sorry, my bad. Like 14 hours, like that's a full ass day. Like, and then tomorrow, I don't know, it doesn't matter. So Skull even today was just like, I'm gonna get the like exact wording wrong and like, I don't know, misrepresent what he said to me, but that's usually what I do. So keeping to true form. Skull was just like, yeah, like I can't keep up with your energy level, or like whatever, something along those lines. And like, I don't have that much energy. Like I'm trying to fit things in that I can. Like I don't have that much energy. I don't have that much time. And like he thinks that I'm just like doing it all. But like also like, so maybe he's like, I'm like, I don't know, contemplating here, whatever the word is, but like maybe he's just like envious or like whatever, aspires to do that type of thing. But like I also aspire to like, I don't know, have the ability to like lay around and like relax and play games.
Battery's mad low.
And so in that way that Skull was explaining, like complementary, contrasting, I don't know, whatever words he was using.
Nihilist versus anarchist. Like nihilists are like nothing matters. And I'm always like, well, how can we make this more even? Um, Anarchy is more political, sociological. Nihilist is more like philosophical.
Yeah.
Um, I like to think of anarchy as being an individual practice, and lifestyle and that kind of thing, as opposed to a utopian thing. But nihilists are like, I don't care. I don't give a
When I
shit.
was in high school, I identified with being an existentialist.
Okay.
What about you?
Nice. Yeah, like maybe like a moderate Democrat or something.
Interesting. Okay. Huh. That's very interesting. Okay. And then in middle school, yeah, I don't know. That was when I started listening to a lot of industrial. So like I aspired to be cyber goth, but was just like a little weirdo kid, like chubby kid who like had just like started to go through puberty and like was being congratulated on my weight loss, even though like all I was doing was playing World of Warcraft, like pretty much any free time that I had, like from like whatever, not going or from when I was not at school or whatever, like I was playing World of Warcraft and drinking lots of water and like I was congratulated for losing weight. And I was like,
Congratulations.
this isn't healthy. Anyway, we're kind of all over the place right now. What else do we want to share or talk about over this dead air?
Well, I don't know. So listeners, let us know. Is it better, or advertisers, let us know. Is it better if we just cut it off and we're like, hey, good show. Like it was intense, it's short, it's good, like it's a good quality thing? Or do we switch and be like, in August basketball news,
Yeah, what's in basketball? Basketball update.
basketball update? A lot. I think I mentioned this earlier, and what I got is like a lot of stars are not playing. Jamal Murray is playing in the FIBA World Cup, which is happening in like this month.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
Yeah,
so Canada,
I have the schedule pulled up.
the FIBA World Cup,
Yeah,
hell yeah.
I'll pull it up as Skull keeps talking.
So Canada should have a good shot uh at maybe even winning. Um, there it is. Okay,
I
look
am
at this.
referencing this chart.
So as a broadcaster, and we're practicing, right? So does this become a clunkier episode here? But do you want to call out like where these places, these games are
So
happening?
the first date for the FIBA starts Friday 25th of August and goes all the way up until looks like Sunday September 10th. And that's the absolute final game.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
and so, I mean, I believe these are the original starting countries. We've got Angola, Dominican Republic, Philippines, Italy, Group A, South Sudan, Serbia, China, Puerto Rico, Group B, USA, Jordan, Greece, New Zealand, Group C, Egypt, Mexico, Montenegro, Lithuania, Group D. Germany, Finland, Australia, Japan, Group E, Slovenia, Cape Verde, Georgia, Venezuela, Group F, Iran, Spain. I don't even know how to fucking say that.
The Ivory
It's the
Coast.
Ivory Coast. Yeah. Brazil, Group G, Canada, Latvia, Lebanon, and France, Group H. And so they just have all of these different games kind of like stacked down. And they're all there is some magic in coordinating all this because none of this makes any sense. Especially once we get to the group phase 2.
You like games?
But I think it has something to do with like the winners from like the first round then move on, and that's why it's like 1C or I don't even know. So yeah, I don't know. So
So the
we're gonna
final,
try to watch at least the final.
right, right. Maybe we can catch one game of
Like
this.
maybe we're gonna prioritize like some countries that are like really good or some players that we're kind of following.
USA and Canada.
Yeah,
Is France in this thing?
France is in this
I gotta
thing.
see if any French stars are playing. They've got some stars.
Yeah.
I believe that Victor Wembanyama is not going to play.
Okay,
I
right.
think that's what I'm seeing.
Right. Kind of like how Jokic is not playing Serbia.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Right. So
And a lot of the famous American players. I mean, I think the best on paper player we'll see, his name is Anthony Edwards. I don't think he's not like super famous in the United States. Um, even though probably like overall they should have the best chance to win, I guess.
mm,
You know.
mhm.
But Canada's looking good. Jamal Murray's going for it. He just won the championship in America with Jokic. Um, so
Yeah. 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 I don't know. Let's try to wrap it up. I think we've been going pretty hard on this podcast. Vlog
hell yeah,
cast.
vlogcast. We're vlogcasting from the West
Pacific
Coast.
Northwest.
Hell yeah. Republic Today, republictoday.net, Skull and J.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening, tuning in, watching, whatever you do with any of your five senses, you know. And I hope that we all find the time and energy, even if it's just a little bit at a time, to do the things that we want to do.
Amen.